So, today is the 5th week of the Pantry Challenge, and I'm craving some carbs. So I thought, well, it's a good time to get rid of some of the walnuts I've got in the pantry before they go rancid, and get rid of some of the brown sugar that went like a brick in its container. So I've just spent probably 10-20 minutes vitamizing it all up and turning it into powder. So what I'm going to be making is some banana walnut muffins. I thought, well, those will be good to serve guests maybe when they come over, or to have as either lunchtime or as a dessert after tea. So that's what I'll be making today. So what I have for you, these are the ingredients. There's 3 large ripe bananas, which I had frozen and are now thawing out. 3/4 of a cup of white sugar. 1 large egg. I don't have large eggs, so I've got 2 smaller ones. 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. 1.5 cups of flour. For any overseas subscribers, it's all-purpose flour. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, which is optional. If you don't like nutmeg, leave it out. 3/4 cups chopped walnuts, therefore inside the muffins. Another 3/4 cups chopped walnuts, and therefore to sprinkle over the top. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and 1 tablespoon of melted butter. So I've got everything all together. So now I'll go to the steps. First of all, of course, is to turn on our oven and bring it up to temperature. Now you're going to need, let's see, in Australia we go Celsius, so it's 175 Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'll turn my oven on. And it's preset for 175. It'll beep when it comes up to temperature. Now, of course, you grease and line your oven things, your muffin things with papers and whatever. Am I going to do that? Tends to keep them longer, doesn't it? So I'll go and get some liners and I'll be right back. Right, so there's our muffin liner done. I did get another one out just in case. Now this is only supposed to make, let's see, 12 I think, this recipe. Yeah, serves 12 muffins. So it should be one complete tray. So the first thing to do is get comfortable. Then we've got to, let's see, so we mash the bananas and the sugar and the egg. So, there's the bananas, there's the oven hot. Get these bananas nice and squishy. Now it says to mix with a wooden spoon, but I've just got my little mixer here, that'll do. So, in with the sugar. In with the egg, one at a time. Make sure there's no icky bits or shells. And just mix it in till it's all thoroughly mixed. Now it's well blended, so we'll add the vegetable oil. And mix it well. Next is add the flour. Now, that was 1.5 cups of flour. Let's see. Yeah. There's one. And a half. Next, we add the baking powder, baking soda, salt, cinnamon and nutmeg. They're in this little cup here. Now at this point we also add 3/4 of a cup of the nuts. So about half of this mixture. Now all you do is you mix it until it's mixed in. Don't go mad with it, otherwise you're over mixing. Basically what you're doing is removing the air in the batter. So all the dry stuff's underneath. Hang on, I've got to bring this down. Run around the outside, make sure there's no dry bits, and underneath. I'm just taking it very gently. There we go. Mix everything together just until the flour disappears and the walnuts are distributed evenly throughout the batter. Now, in a small bowl, combine the remaining 3/4 cup of walnuts and brown sugar and melted butter. Well, this one's got egg in it, so I'll use this one that's already got the walnuts in it. So in goes the sugar. In goes the melted butter. I need a teaspoon, I think. And mix it all together. Till all the walnut is coated with the sugar and the butter. So this is actually going to be the crumble over the top. Very nice. So now we spoon the muffin batter evenly into the 12 muffin cups, and you spoon a little bit of the coated walnuts on the top of each one, making sure the topping is well distributed onto the top of each muffin, not in one big clump, or it might sink into the muffin as it bakes. So we have our muffins. I'm just going to be using a large cookie scoop. don't think I'm going to get 12. Don't worry, my hands are very, very clean at the moment. These are only for me anyway, pretty much. Okay, so we're only going to get 11 out of that. So now we sprinkle a little bit of our mixture, just break it up a bit, it's gone a bit hard, over the top, not in one big clump. Done. Now this goes into the oven for 20 to 23 minutes. Hey Google, set the timer for 20 minutes. Now basically you bake it until you put a toothpick in that comes out clean. Let the muffins cool in their tins for a few minutes before removing them to a wire rack to completely cool. No, where are we? Now, the recipe source for this recipe is thebusybaker.ca. I'm sure you can look it up on the internet. I will try and leave details of the recipe here in the description box. Plus, I will leave the link where you can get their recipe for this particular banana muffin cake. I'm sure they have lots of other recipes there as well. Now this app that I'm using is Anylist. This is the app that I use for my pantry index, my freezer index, for my recipes, for my menu planner, and for any other list that I want. It's just one app. It has lots and lots of different things in it. There is a portion there that is free, so if you want to download the app and have a look at it, go right ahead, it's free. But if you want access to the menu planner and all of that, then it's going to cost you. But it's not very much per year. I think it was like 15 bucks Australian dollars for the year, which is nothing. So for me to keep a record and keep an eye on what's coming into a particular freezer or fridge or pantry, or what I need to do uptown, what I need to buy, where I need to buy it, all that, it's worth it. So Anylist.com, it's www.anylist.com. Check it out, it's worth it. Anyway, these will come out and I will check the muffins when they come out. I'll let them cool down a little bit before I go opening one up so that you can see what it's like. Alright, I'll be back when it's done. Okay, well the timer's gone off and I've checked them. The skewers come out nice and clean. So let's get them out of the oven, shall we? Oh my God, they smell so good. And they look so good. But they're too hot. So, I'm just going to have to suffer through this horrible, horrible smell and wait until they're cool enough so that you can see what they're like. Okay, well they've had time to cool off now. Let's see how they look. Okay. Well, they seem to be nicely done. So how do they taste? They're lovely and moist. Mmm. These are very nice. Mmm. The streusel on top is very tasty. So, I'm going to call these a hit. Mmm. So, thanks for coming along and watching with me. And I'd love to see a picture of yours in the comments section. Well, thanks everybody. If you'd like to see more videos, try subscribing. Alright, bye friends.